All right, Aries. Sorry I've been MIA. This is going to be your reading for April 2019. Doing things a little bit differently just because really doing past, present, and future didn't really make any sense to me once I started really thinking about it. Because you already know what happened in the past, and I'll be doing the next month's reading, so there's no point in doing the future. So these are just going to be a little bit different. Again, sorry I haven't really been around, but I hope everything's going well. Let's see. So I show here that what's going on in April is that it's almost like you're really meditating, really thinking on things that aren't really clear to you, and really getting in tune with yourself and the way you feel to make a decision. And you'll find that while doing so that you'll receive a clear message. I feel like you'll receive clarity. Ooh. Because, you know, you've been having things going on with your family. Like, I feel like that's why you're meditating. I feel like that's why you're sitting back, getting in touch with your emotions, which will really benefit you in doing so. Because, and I feel like the motivation just is really coming from things that haven't been going as planned with family. This is the Ten of Pentacles, so I mean, this can really be this can be something that happened, you know, with your grandparents, your parents, your siblings, your children. I mean, this even has a dog in it, like your pets. I feel like there's been a lot of stuff going on in regards to your family foundation, which is your motivation to get some clarity and find hope. It's like you need hope. And yeah, I find that you've been also finding it really hard to get work done. Something going on in regards to work hasn't been going that well either. I just kind of decided to pull this card out, but it seems like something in regards to work hasn't really been going your way, or maybe you haven't been able, if you have your own business or something like that, work hasn't been coming in the way you expected it to or hoped for it to. Oh Lord. In regards to who you could be dealing with, it could be a Sagittarius or somebody who really just doesn't have any balance. They don't have balance right now. Now, when I'm looking here at the clarifiers, is to clarify why you're meditating, to get that clarity that I feel like you will receive, is because you're trying to find a new hope. I see you trying to find a new hope, or guidance, or this card triggered me the other day, yesterday, to say it's when I think about the Star card, could be dealing with an Aquarius, but having a sense of direction, following the Northern Star, so trying to find out where you need to go, and it's you're looking inward to find that hope, because like I said, things have been shaken up with family. There's like something you haven't been able to walk away from. And unsure how to express, or there's a lack of passion. I don't know if this is with somebody new or if you're trying to restart something new, like it's not getting off on the right foot. I feel like it's a restart because it's like something you can't walk away from, or there's a delay in walking away from it. Like there's a lack of teamwork. And a lot of messages coming through that feel unfair. And that could also be you, or you could be dealing with another Libra. And the person that you could be dealing with may not have balance, but they're trying to see like the negative, or not the negative, the positive in things. They might not have balance, but they're not trying to nag or anything, and they may be trying to just go away, go elsewhere, maybe travel, or find a new place that feels like home, if home with you is not what's working out. Or maybe it could just be in general, like they don't have balance because they need to they need to move, so they're going through their own thing right now, and they don't have time to look at the cups that are spilled. They only have time to focus on what's working for them. Let's see what I got here for the oracle cards. Again, I don't know if I mentioned, but you could be dealing with a Cancer as well. Ooh. A few cards. Be meticulous and patient. We have the King here. Authority and diplomacy. Lord Jesus. Diplomacy. And a temptation may lead you astray. Let's see. And so when I think of temptation, something going on with your family life or something, because there's a message that comes in, but I don't feel like it's necessarily... Yeah, I feel like a message comes in. I don't know if it's unfair. We have the Justice in reverse, so I don't know if there's something coming in regards to your... I don't know if it's coming from a family member or in regards to your family. That's just not fair. Or somebody comes up to you about family that doesn't feel like it's fair. Like there's just no teamwork. Oof. And but regardless of like this toxicity that I see here, I don't feel like you're wanting to walk away. I feel like family is really, really important to you. But I mean, I'd be aware, because temptation, whatever is trying to take you away from what you're trying to get here, is what you need, like that clarity and guidance that's trying to lead you from your path that you're trying to really go. So think about whatever kind of emotions that or whatever you're thinking about internally, meditating over so that you can make a decision. Okay, something you're thinking through to make a decision. You should receive a message of some type of clarity that will help guide you and give you hope, okay? And I feel like you're meditating because there is some messy stuff going on. Something in regards to family. And I feel like in April when that happens, you really should meditate because, or like take some time to really think things through because you'll get a message. And although other people may not be fair or something happens that's not fair, does not mean that you can't be fair. Like that doesn't mean you can't take the higher road, and that does not mean that you can't stand up for yourself. But like, you just know that you don't have to rush and haste is the feeling I'm getting, especially with this meditation-like vibe. Authority and diplomacy. You would not, well, you know what, in all fairness, I don't think English was supposed to be my first language. Although it's the only language now, but I do feel like be meticulous and patient. With whatever's going on. And then in regards to whoever you're interested in and whoever your partner is, just know that they're feeling some type of imbalance as well. And I don't feel like they don't want to deal with the negative stuff anymore and they want to move on. Now, whether they want to move on with you or not, oh my God, I want to, okay, I've been kind of randomly doing this. I want to get clarity here. So I'm going to do a card for somebody, if it's your interest, so it's not somebody you're with, somebody you're just interested in. And then one card for if you're in, if it's your partner, just to get some clarity here. So who you're interested in. Ooh, Lord. All right, so if it's somebody that you're just interested in, again, I'm seeing like there's imbalance. Again, trying to focus on the positive, moving on. And well, I see them like maybe physically moving, but they are borderline here. They're unsure if they want to stay or not. If they're unsure if they're interested or not because they want love. And maybe they're unsure if you can provide that love for them. Well, they're willing to love. They're on the fence. I feel like they have their own imbalance that they're trying to work on. I see a lot of emotions. So whoever you're interested in, they have a lot of emotions that they're dealing with that I don't even know that they can even focus on you right now, because I feel like they're on the fence as far as whether they're interested in you, and they may have more on their plate right now. I feel like they have a lot on their plate right now. So maybe you're not even like the first thing they're even worried about. Maybe you're the last thing on their mind because they have bigger things they need to worry about. And they're trying to stay positive and keep it pushing. They may be moving into a new apartment or getting or a home and trying to get everything settled in. Or making changes for wherever they live. So I feel like if you're just interested in something, they might have their own thing going on. They might not even be focused on, and it seems like, yeah, so like, so if you, and it sounds like you might have your own stuff you need to worry about with your family. They might have their own stuff worried about with their home life. That I feel like if you're interested in somebody, I don't know that that's the primary concern, basically. Now, if it's somebody you're with, I feel like they don't have balance right now, and they're trying to stay positive, but they might move on to find balance. Now, if you're wanting to be their balance, again, I think that's really dependent in April, like what kind of clear message you receive and what kind of guidance you receive here. And again, also how you may deal with temptation. But I think regardless of all this, I think this is what you really need to focus on. And how do you know it's temptation? Is if it's taking you off of the things that you've meditated over and the clarity you've received, and you know your path. So if you feel like when you're alone and you think about everything and you know what your path is, then I feel like you're going to be okay. And anything that takes you from that, that's that temptation. And if you're meant to be their balance, I guess I'm sorry I didn't get as much clarity. But then you know, whoever your partner is, then that would be you, you know. But I feel like if you're not going to be that balance, they might move on to where they do get that balance, because right now they're shaken up. And if this is your partner and this is your family life right now, that could really be why. That really could be why. Again, I got very specific, so this is a general reading. It is what it is. So I hope for whoever this was intended for, it was helpful. I'm on a roll this month, so I mean, like, as a matter of fact, it's still March, and I might actually have at least half of these. I'll have half of these ready before April. So it's like the end of March, so like I'm cutting it. Like I got a couple more days. I'm just like uploading them, and I'll get those out. But anyways, enough of me mumbling. It sounds like you got some things to get to and meditation to do. Again, the cards that stick out to me the most is we got the Star, Libra, Cancer, Sagittarius, but really could be any sign. I see a little bit of everything. So Aries, best of luck, and I will talk to you guys in May. Thank you.